Hello. We're live. Yippee. I gotta send a message to someone real quick. I just realized. And I also realized, apparently it's my affiliate anniversary. That's always unexpected, although it's so easy to remember. Oh, and I didn't start the important things. Damn, that's not ideal. I knew I was a bit rushing here. Maybe I should stop the stream and start the stream again, actually, because no alerts will have been sent, which is not ideal. I can still do that in a second. Maybe I'll do it real quick. There we go again. Oop. Oop. Alright, that's better. Here we are again. And probably should also make sure that I have enough space on my drive. Might be a bit close to not enough. This should probably be a bit more quiet. Maybe. So many things. Okay. Move yourself first and then everything else. Oh no. Now it doesn't show me the external drive. That's the worst. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna quickly check if I can fix that by plugging it in and out and stuff. Of course. Things don't work, but Mr. Cat is here, ready to fix everything. Hi. Nah. New cat. Hi, Herbsty. Look at this one. It's a new one. How are you? Nice to see you. Fight, fight, fight. Congrats on being first. Yeah. Nice. It worked. I have successfully connected my hard drive, external hard drive. So now I can move things, which is helpful. How are you, Herbsty? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. How were your holidays? Did you spend them with nice people? I hope you did. Or, I mean, sometimes it can also be nice just to spend them on your own. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed them. Hope you maybe had at least some days off. That's usually good. Oop. Here we go. All right. So now almost everything is set up, I think. That works too. Hi, Sonne. New cat is called Sonne. Yeah, I could run the ads, I guess. That's one thing. And at the same time write that message I was still meaning to write to a friend. So see you in 90 seconds. Alright, message writing time. Okay. Cats are back. And the ads are still running. Okay, it's like... Learn how to walk on my desk. You're always almost falling down. Oof. Oh no. Don't know if you can even see me right now, because officially the ads are still in progress, so I'm gonna hold off on replying to that. There we go. Ads are officially over. Well, Mr. Cat is at least here to drool on me and say hi to you. Nah, that does sound horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, all of that. Like, separation is hard enough, but then separation from a partner you've been with for 10 years and then also the cats, that's meh. Thanks for sharing. Also, if you do want to talk about it more, also feel free to send a message on Discord or something. That's always an option. Yeah. Maybe you also just would like to be distracted from all that. So hopefully I can provide some distraction here. But yeah. Hope that you will feel better, and yeah, hope that things will just be better in general, because yeah, you're obviously not just feeling bad for no reason, but things are actually kind of meh. So yeah, I really hope that things will be better. Hope you will have a great start into the new year, and you know. And I'm always willing to share this goofball right here. So whenever I stream and you need some cat content, just let me know, and little goofball here will be ready. Right, goofball. He is. Good baby. Yeah, we're basically continuing pretty much right where we left off. Like last time we also listened to the soundtrack, but we didn't make it to the end, so I started again from scratch. And we were doing the advent of code, and we were, yeah, a bit brain fried on day 11 part 2, but we did end up with some somewhat decent ideas. We also had one idea that didn't turn out so successfully, but I think it still has potential. I thought about it some more a bit earlier in the evening today, but like when I came out of the shower. I gave it a good thought, a good think, and I think I might still have some ideas here. Like how to also, if necessary, actually execute the plan that I had last time. But yeah, let's recap what we were doing here maybe. Don't want to jinx it, but it doesn't get much worse than this right now. Yeah.
Bapanada.
Bapanada indeed. Yeah. Hope that you get all the awesome, good stuff that you deserve next year. So, yeah, so last time we were doing this, the part 1 was doable, but our approach of part 1, of course, was not applicable to part 2. Classic, the naive approach just doesn't properly work when scaling. Thanks for the confetti. When trying to scale it to a larger input or longer duration, running it for more cycles, because it just gets exponentially worse if you take the naive approach, and then you gotta come up with a smart approach, which I wasn't able to do last time. Brain was tired. But I had some ideas. So what we actually did in this task was, so we have this kind of input here. Example input here, 0, 1, 10, a 99, and a 999. And there's some rules as to what these numbers in this list do. If it's a 0, it will become a 1. If it's a number that has an even number of digits, it is replaced by 2 stones, left half of the digits on the new left stone, right half of the digits on the new right stone, and leading zeros will be removed. And if these 2 rules don't apply, then the new stone will be one where the old stone's number was multiplied by 2024. So stone 1 would turn into stone 2024. That makes sense, right? Right. So, cat hair in my mouth also makes sense. And yeah, we just implemented basically simulating this behavior. But yeah, it's just becoming more and more stones. We had to run it for 25 times, I think. Yeah, 25 times, which was still a reasonable amount of blinking and multiplying these stones. But then they changed it to 75, and 75 is far beyond what is reasonably handleable, possible to handle in this full simulation mode. So we have to come up with something better. We had some ideas, like I extracted the rules of this whole thing. So if I now run day 11 part 2, what does it do? Well, I should provide something more. That's better. Yeah, so we get this list right here, which is basically a list of the rules that we encounter while running this, I guess. How did I exactly implement it? I guess I have to revisit that a little bit. So we do run it for 75. What do we actually want to have? Those are the important questions. Yeah, how many stones will you have after blinking this amount of times? Oh yeah, so I think what I'm doing in this scenario is I'm not following through. Hi Olive, nice seeing you. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the happy affiliate anniversary. And thank you for the biddies. The bits, the bits, the bits, the bits, the bits. And even more.
Give him the bits.
The bits, the bits, the bits, the bits, the bits. Thank you. How are you, Olive? Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm okay. Things are always exhausting, tiring, busy, but I'm managing. I think I've pretty much worked enough for this month, so I can kind of chill now for the rest of the year, which is not that much time, but there's some time. So here we go. Oop. Shout out to Olive. Also gotta give a shout out to Herbsty in a moment, but didn't make that much sense earlier when it was just us two, right? Hope things smooth out and chill out for you. Yeah, I mean, it's there is a lot. Work is a lot, taking care of sick and old cats is a lot, and all of these things are a lot. Life in general is a lot. The situation in the world is a lot. But yeah, I mean, I'm doing okay, all things considered. Don't want to complain too much. And thank you, Herbsty. Thank you. Thanks for the hug, and no worries about not noticing. That's totally fine. I didn't do a big announcement of it or anything, and I actually didn't know before I went into my dashboard before starting the stream. I didn't really think about it. But yeah. Lurking and building a metal model of a dragon, probably napping later. All of those things sound pretty awesome, and please post picture when metal model of dragon is finished, because that sounds great. And enjoy the nap. Thanks for coming in, Joe. Nice to see you. Probably going to snuggle up in the lurk and play a social game with my brothers. That sounds also awesome. Yeah, then have a great time with your brothers. And enjoy the lurky snuggle up. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Herbsty. And again, all the hugs to you. And yeah, really hope that things will be much, much better soon. But playing social game with the brothers sounds like a good start. Bye-bye, see you later. But yeah, how are you, Olive? I hope you're well. You're good, lovely, lazy Sunday. Nice, that's how it should be. That's perfect description of what a Sunday should be. Yeah, and yeah, I'm streaming right now, which is good, and I'm just re-evaluating what I did last time. So instead of running this whole simulation for everything that we encounter at every possible point that we encounter it, I just ran it, and as soon as we encountered a number that we had already seen before, I just like ignored it, which allowed us to get all the rules that will ever be used while running the simulation. So for example, like this here, we will encounter this number at some point when we run it for 75 cycles, and then this would be split into these two numbers. That's good to know, I suppose. But sadly, knowing how many different rules will be applied, which we could count now, isn't really telling us how many stones will be generated in total, because we will encounter stones with the same number on multiple occasions, and they will always behave identically, but they will still create separate stones. So this didn't quite work out, but we had an idea towards the end, which I was too tired to start implementing. But yeah, I thought, okay, a simple, like, I always had this general idea of we gotta keep track somehow of, yeah, when we encounter a number we had seen before on a stone, we don't really need to run the whole simulation again, because we kinda already can know how it will behave, because we have run the simulation on that number already. So, that's the important thing. So, yeah, at this point, the idea was the simpler idea of just keeping track of all the stones that encounter on different turns and kind of trying to extract from that information what the total amount of stones will be, to just like remove the duplicates on each turn. So if we encounter a 77 on blink 1 and on blink 7, then we still do the simulation for both of them. But if we encounter two 77 stones on one round, like both in round 1, then we would just calculate them once and add a certain weight to it, so that we then at the end can multiply however many stones we generated by that number, pretty much. Yeah, I was just also talking to myself to an extent to verbalize how things might make sense. And I fully understand that this will, even for people who have an idea about coding without knowing the context, what I just talked about might not make too much sense. So don't you worry. I'm glad that you're here, and thanks for listening to me ramble along. So the main question to finish the whole thought is, will this be enough? Will it be enough to just ignore the duplicates on each round, or will we really have to look back basically when we encounter a 77, as an example, on round 7, and saw it already on round 2? Do we then have to also say, no, we're not going to look at the 77 anymore because we already know how it's going to behave? That's the question, but we can try to implement this part for now, and if that doesn't work, we will have to kind of do better. So let's see. Let's see how we can do that. So, probably might need something new. Kinda. I'm gonna make a copy of this, and I'm just gonna keep the copy as a backup. I'm gonna call this rule extractor. So that's that approach. Okay, but now... Hi Mima, nice to see you. Is this where the lost socks gather? Amongst other things, yes, definitely. Let me quickly give a shout out to Herbsty, and then later remind me to also give a shout out to Mima. How are you, Mima? Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Everyone, I'm already gonna tell you, follow Mima. Mima's awesome. Also follow Ordinary Olive. At least equally awesome. Wait, at least it's root. Then it's like contest, and that means Mima can at most be as awesome as Olive. I'm not gonna rank awesome people. You're both unlimited amounts of awesome, and there's no competition here. And same goes for Herbsty. Doing fine, really excited about 2025. Ooh, okay, that's awesome. I like to hear it. I hope that 2025 is gonna be surprisingly awesome. I'm skeptical. No ranking, only awesome people battle royale. Exactly. Fight for the crown. That's how it should be done. Yeah, I'm coding again, or at least I'm trying to get into the correct mindset here, but not quite there yet. But we'll see how it goes. I wonder if yeah, first we have to change the data structure, I guess, like the things that we do put into our data, right? So let me modify what we have here. Sure. Let's disable Codium though. Oh, that's fine. And guess we have an amount or something in there. Does that make sense though? Oh yeah, also what's my input again? Do we already have a duplicate in here? No, we don't. That's something. Okay, then we don't have to worry about that case. Might be easier if I used the number. No, that also doesn't work. Does it? Nah, not really. Though it could potentially work, maybe. Let's see. Right now I'm between 3 job opportunities and really getting into the art groove, and 2025 is my Chinese zodiac year. It's lining up pretty alright, I'd say. Alright, nice. Yeah, you mentioned that during your last stream actually, the amazing job offers that seemingly are coming your way, which yeah, like, that's awesome. And every company should be excited to have you, so you deserve it. Yeah, I hope it's all gonna work out as awesomely as it does seem to line up right now. Okay, so now we have a tiny bit more sophisticated data structure. Let's see, just to make sure that I didn't do some horrible nonsense here. That seems all right so far. Okay. Okay, now what do we do with this data? Let's just start from scratch, I guess. I'm just gonna start with while counter is smaller than. Let's set a variable for that for once. I'm gonna set it to 5 for the start. Makes sense. The new data also makes sense. Okay, now I think, yeah, going through the whole data also makes sense. Okay, now things get interesting. Okay. Maybe we just like write it down for now and just do the regular things that we did before, and things will be okay. So yeah, the original rule stuff kinda is relevant. So these things here. Something like, yeah. Maybe I can also get it from part 1. I don't know. I don't know. This is kinda the rules. We'll work with that, I suppose. There. That's better. Now, ooh, thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary. I appreciate it. I always forget that it was just around, yeah, the end of the year, start of the new year, when I first signed up for affiliate. But yeah, I realized when I opened the dashboard today. So here we are, another year of being affiliate. Still not rich though, still not famous. Should have bought those best viewer bot accounts, you know? Yeah, so we're not gonna work with the rules, so... It's not like... It's like... How do we do it? Like this? Okay, that should be fine for now. Okay, have to add that everywhere. I remember I copied this. That's why I didn't recognize it right away, but makes sense. That doesn't make sense though. Wrong spot. There we go. Okay, that's better. So now we can go for something like this. We don't have any rules. Anarchy! We don't have any rules. And I changed my language settings accidentally. Happens all the time. Oof, okay. I'm safe. Here, that's where I started. Hello, hello. Oh, wait. Oh, hello, Nineberry. Nice to see you. You already have an army of bots at your avail. Cats, just need to give them access to computers. Ooh, and hi, Set3. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. It's going okay, I think. I mean, I'm still, like last time Hi Legume! Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Hi, everyone. And yeah, congrats on being second, Mima. Yeah, it's going okay, I think. So last time I started day 11 part 2 and kind of got stuck, but still had some ideas at the end, but my brain was just fried, so I had to stop. And today I'm back, and right now I'm just setting up the data structure that might help me do this better. I will not lie, I have not fully thought this through, so it's gonna be a surprise if it works or not. It's not that I have a concept that I'm completely sure of or anything like that, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm semi-optimistic that we're at least gonna get somewhere, wherever that may be. So that part seems fine, I think, and this part is the amount. I'm gonna reply to everything else in a second. The amount should once again be this, right? I think so. Okay, so if this works, it should at least work as it did for part 1, but we have not implemented anything that will like help make it more efficient, but we can do that later, right, Mr. Cat? Of course we can. There's also something wrong here. I don't know, there was something wrong there, apparently. So, let's see if this does what it's supposed to do. Or if it just crashes. Wait. At the end, we still wanted to do this, so that we actually... I wonder if it even works now with this nested data structure thing. We'll see, I guess. Meh. Okay. I see what I forgot. Had to forget it at some point. There. Yes, that looks a bit better. Okay, we got something. Yes, 54. Well, I suppose we have to try it with 25 blinks now and see if it's the correct result still. 209 for 12. Doesn't ring a bell. Oh, but it's correct. Okay, it's still working. Mr. Cat appears to smash those bugs. Indeed. How is everyone today? I'm okay. It was a slow day, tired day, exhausted day as usual. But still an okay day, I guess. Didn't do too much. Worked like for 1.5 hours to get closer to the set goal of earned money that I have set for myself for the month, and I think I'm pretty much there. I could have reached it today, but decided to stream instead. So that's all right. And yeah, other than that, just the usual few exhausting things to take care of, as always. Taking care of sick kitties, taking care of work, taking care of myself, taking care of social life and all of those things. Cats are meowing. I gave you food before I started the stream. It's not my fault if you didn't like it. I'm trying to make the most while I'm sick. Been sick 6 days, I think. Oh no. But 6 days sounds like an amount of days after which, with the common infectious diseases, you might be almost through with it. I hope. Hope it's nothing serious, like nothing more serious than that. So yeah. Get well soon. My work plans with Selbstständigkeit. I mean, yeah, kind. I am officially selbstständig, but I'm also in the situation that I have to make sure that they... Cats. Getting crowded here. That they don't label me as scheinselbstständig, because I am just working for this one online platform. But I am like completely free in when I work, how much I work. If I let cats walk over my keyboard while I work. So yeah, I think I have pretty much a lot of liberties that I wouldn't have if I was actually scheinselbstständig. So I think I'm kind of safe. I hope. I will have to pay Rentenversicherung though. So yeah. Cats. Sure, keep walking over the keyboard. That works. Yeah, I'm not weisungsgebunden, precisely. So one cat is chewing on my finger and the other cat is walking back and forth and trampling on the keyboard. What could go wrong? I'm sure this is all gonna be fine. Yeah, and I am technically kind of working... No, Mr. Cat. No. No. Ow. Suddenly cat foot in my mouth. Ouchie. Ouchie. So, yeah, thank you. And I am still kind of working on building a website to offer general web dev and software dev services to people, but not yet. So, yeah, it's kind of like, because I am able to earn enough on that one platform, and it's kind of fun to do the work, at least more fun than actually dealing with clients, so... and I'm actually, yeah, being paid to learn. I'm also being paid to make coding AIs better at coding, which I guess is kind of shooting myself in the foot, but I don't know. It's what works right now, and yeah. It pays the rent, yeah. At least I'm not teaching them to be better at making art. So, yeah, but yeah, that's working. And it's also a way to work that allows me to still enjoy coding in general, which is good. It's not like I've worked all day, now I need to rest. It's still like fun, and because I can basically encounter like code fragments and code sections from pretty much any coding language, any context, any use case. It's always interesting. Like, there's also, of course, repetitive stuff and stuff I just don't want to deal with. But it's like, I like learning, and this is a way to learn while working, which is cool. Yeah, exactly. So that's fun. And yeah, I still enjoy coding in my free time. Here we are. I'm really glad that I was able to keep things intact. That's good. How are you though, Legume? I hope you're well. Hope things are going well for you. How are you, Nineberry? I would also ask how you are, Set, but you kind of already told us. I mean, how are you aside from being sick? I think that's just going to be one aspect of things, right? Hope other things are a bit more awesome. Okay, so it's still doing what it's supposed to do. Now let's try to do something so that we actually make use of this amount thing here. Because that's actually gonna be what will make this slightly more efficient in the best case scenario. Right now it's all gonna stay on 1 forever, so that's not helpful. So before we do this, I have to work around 2 cats now. One is still on my lap here, the other one is sitting in front of the keyboard. So, This is definitely challenge factor increased. So, I wish I was better at doing things that one might do occasionally. So what I'm doing right now is just figure out if two dictionaries is what they're called in Python, I think. Two dictionaries in my list have the same number, and if they do, I want to remove one of them and increase the amount of the other one by 1. So that's what I aim to do now. Let's see if I find a way of actually doing it. I'm gonna call it thingy because that's always a good name. Okay, trying to work around the cats. Do I need that? I don't know. Maybe. I'm just gonna, just gonna do it. It's gonna work, I'm sure. I can't think while I have a cat on my arm weighing me down. The music is Divinity Original Sin 2. The soundtrack. Personally, I'm glad to have some free days for sure. I read that, but I'm not sure if I read it out loud. That's nice. Yeah, free days are important. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much work every day right now, but I'm usually not working more than 4 hours, I guess, and often only 1 or something like that, so it's almost a free day, and for me it's good to keep a bit of a, like, pattern, schedule, no, what's the word? Routine, that's the thing. Yeah, so for me it works right now, having a little work every day to not like get out of the routine. That's helpful for me. Okay, there we go. You know what? It's kind of stupid, and I know it could be done differently, but I'm gonna make a new data plus. It's like New Game Plus. It's awesome. There. Why work on the data structure you have if you can just create a new one? There. Else. That's not really that helpful as I thought it would be. Because now again I can't just refer to the thing in the list by the number that easily and just find it like that, right? Yay. Probably just have to go through the whole list again. That's kind of... I'll leave you to New Data Plus for now and be lurking for a bit. Catch you later if you're still online. All right. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. Enjoy the free time. And yeah, I don't want to make this a super long stream, but probably still like 2 more hours at least. Okay. So how could we do this differently then? Must be a much better way of doing this, but either no one told me or I forgot. I think more like that I forgot, but here we are. I mean, I do know how I could just jank my way around it, probably, but not sure if that's wise and efficient. That's probably better. Dee 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 ba dee ba deep dee 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 ba dee ba dee 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 ba dee ba deep dee 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 ba dee ba dee 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 ba dee ba dee 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 ba dee ba deep. Hi everyone! Hi Sophie! Hi Raiders! Nice to see you! Welcome, welcome! How are you everyone? How was the stream? How was Cult of the Lamb? I hope you had a great stream and thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary. Hi Hale, hi Alex, hi everyone. I did not know it was my affiliate anniversary today until I was about to start streaming and it told me. So here we are. Apparently it's my affiliate anniversary. Nice to see you all. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Yeah, in general and also on this right now. I'm trying to solve a coding challenge and I'm just struggling with the basics as usual. But that's okay. I'm just reconsidering all the decisions I've made. But how are you? How was your stream? And what are your plans for New Year's Eve? All the things. Hope you're doing well and hope you had a nice stream. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing the Advent of Code. We're working on day 11. We worked on day 11 part 2. Part 1 was pretty straightforward, kinda. But part 2 is just the same as part 1, but 50 times more, and 50 times more with exponential growth means nope, doesn't work. Doesn't work with the naive approach. So you gotta do something smarter, and I think I have smart ideas, but now what I'm struggling with is how to implement the smart ideas. So yeah. I'm really well, had a wonderful stream and Christmas, so in a great mood. Ooh, nice. Best Christmas gift? Nah, don't rank it, but if you want to share, then share some of the awesome Christmas gifts. Couldn't do coding? I love coding, but it's also a pain. It's like playing Celeste, pretty much. Yeah, but, I mean, you played Celeste as well. Yeah, but I can see that it wouldn't be for everyone. It can be quite frustrating, but it's actually nice to stream it as well, because often there's people around, and when I'm really stuck, then they can just, like, with some games that you might be stuck in, it's nice if there's a chat to be like, nudge, nudge. This might be a good way to explore further, a good direction to explore further in. So... Amari, wait, what? I didn't see anything. What do you mean? Wasn't that just a regular Kevin? Yeah, no, there's some special ones, so yeah. But great to hear that you're in a great mood, and thank you so much for raiding. Everyone, by the way, follow Sophie if you haven't done so yet, because Sophie is super, super kind, super awesome. Great selection of games, wonderful community, and great time hanging out there. So do yourself a favor. Yeah, and I mean, you know that I also like puzzles, and this basically is like a very free puzzle. So I mean, you have any tool that you want to use to solve this puzzle, you're allowed to, pretty much. So that's fun. Right now, I'm reconsidering my choices as to my data structure. I think what I did here with the rules was smarter. Like, yeah, not have a list in which then I have objects that have a number and an amount, because I just want to have every number once anyway, right? So probably I should just make data and new data. I had this thought earlier, but it didn't quite work out. So yeah, here we are. So let's try to actually make data into a dictionary to begin with, because then we can access the things that we want to access, I think. Okay, so that has to go here. And this has to go here. One of my favorite presents was actually a cushion for Christmas that I really love, and also Stardew the game, which I'm excited to play. Ah, you mean like a board game? That's cool. Yeah, I've heard about the board game. So let me know how it goes. Or are you gonna stream it when you're playing it? That would also be cool. Oh yeah, and the cats are very active today, so there might be a cat invasion happening very, very soon. You will stream it? Ooh, that's awesome. Hello! See? Cat invasion. And they're always stepping on the keyboard, and then I wonder where the bugs in my code are coming from. Also enjoy Catbot. Ah, not streaming. You will let me know. Okay. Maybe Stardew the game stream some other time in the future. Yeah. He's cute and also very, very, very annoying and quite the hurdle, literally, to work around while coding. can already see not getting anywhere today, because earlier it was this one and Mr. Cat, and Mr. Cat was on my lap and like weighing down my arm, and this one was sitting here right in front of the keyboard, and it's a struggle. They are doing everything they can to support my endeavors in streaming and coding and, you know, helpful little beasts. Yeah. Let me see. So that's my data dictionary. Perfect. So instead of doing this here, we will do data dictionary, and no, that's fine, but we will call it I mean, this has all the information I want for now, I think. It's not I though. It's data I. And some cat outside just threw something down. I don't know. Ooh, cider. Damn, I don't know if I have cider at all. So I might have to resort to rum and cola again. It's pretty much the same, right? I do have refrigerated cola still. So I'm gonna grab the rum in a second. I'm just gonna quickly see if what I did right now makes any sense, or if it's nonsense once more. Nah, that seems somewhat plausible. Okay, cool. It's late for me, but I'm a bit naughty and go get myself some munch. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna grab myself some alcoholic beverage. Gonna be back with the rum and then pour myself. Thank you. Here we are again. Enjoy the lurkies and enjoy the munch too. And thank you for the cider. That's gonna help with the coding, I'm sure. It's gotta. Okay, cheers. Ah, tastes like an apple orchard. Okay, now let's see if we can actually work with this and make what we had here before work again for the basic case. And not do the new data plus thing. It might be unnecessary now. Hopefully it is. We'll soon know. So. Okay. Although, first this is wrong. First I have to look again at the dictionary now. Not lists, but dictionaries. Dictionaries. Can I just get this? Dictionary length. Perfect. Does work. Cool. Okay, then we'll work with that. Although I could probably just go by because I will need the keys anyway. Oh, actually the key is what we want. that work like that? I really hope it does. Just reverting all the changes I made a moment ago. That's just... oh, it's okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, pretty much the same as... yeah. It's not the key, it's press 0, right? Yeah. Ooh, Carolina Reaper time. I can talk, I swear. Hi Hikari. Nice to see you. Three whole ones and 2 half ones. And I think it's a spicy day. We'll see. How are you, Ikari? Hope you're doing well. I don't know if this means that both of them will not be in there, if one of them isn't in there. Not sure. It might mean that. But no, not necessarily, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. Definitely spicy. Ah, yeah, and talking makes it worse. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it's a spicy day. Hi, Herbsty. How did the social games go, or are they still going? Did you just stop by real quick to hum a little bit? That would be perfectly valid. Ah, my mouth burns. Oof. Probably I should copy that. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. There. Nope. Why do I always want to do data key? There. Okay. I wonder if this works. Might. There's potential. I wonder why I have these. Yeah, those. Oof, my team won both times. Nice. Does 2 playthrough when? Maybe I'm gonna do a short stream to quickly do that. Like, maybe tomorrow. Maybe also just like after I've done like 3 hours of coding. Quick 1 hour DOS 2 playthrough. I think that's reasonable, right? Now, I think actually in January I am gonna do something else than coding again. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start with Riven then, the remake. And yeah, then maybe at some point again other games. Maybe even bigger games at some point, but not quite yet. We played a game named Sequence. Very easy and very funny. Nice. I played the new game from the Oatmeal, or like designed by the Oatmeal anyway, called Power Hungry Pets. So kind of a follow-up game to Exploding Kittens. Played that a little bit, got it for Christmas, and it's also very, very simple, but quite fun. Definitely enjoyable. Probably it will get boring fairly quickly as well, but definitely a fun, simple game as far as I have played it. So now, let's see what this does. I'm unsure, but there's potential. Nothing is obviously wrong right now. You know what? Let's just do 1 blink for now and see what happens. Because that we can still reasonably follow. Yeah. Okay, where did I do that? Length of data key. Of course. Not quite of course, but kind of course. At some point I must have here. No, wait, that's fine. Where is it? Ah, yes, but that's the amount. So I actually want to do it with the key, not with the data ticked key, right? Probably. Line 30. Yeah. Where's that now? Ah, okay. That should not be data anymore at this point. 51. That should be data dict. But it's actually, again, a lot of this should be different. Yeah. Whoops, there. Ah, there we go. That looks a bit weird for one blink, but maybe it isn't. Nah, it's because it's the actual input data, I think. So boop and boop and da. So that looks reasonable. That's probably fine. 84, 34. 1 also fine. That's probably fine. This is horrible, but fine. 7. 2 times 7. That's good. That's what we like to see. Okay. So let's do that 25 times maybe and see if we can make sense of it. Then we still need to get the total amount of it though, and we can't just take the length anymore. So, or nah, why do you always do data key? Eat this. It should actually be a number already, I think. Damn. Key error 1. Where did I do that? Line 29. Oh, I see. There. That makes sense. Should check the new key, not the old key. And I think that's correct. That's awesome. And that was much faster than before. Ooh. Hi Gold Flames, nice seeing you. Thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary. I appreciate it. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in with the raid, I assume. I also really like complex games like Terraforming Mars, for example, but, well, not today. Yeah. Same for me. Sometimes I can really get into the super complex strategy 5-hour plus games, and other times it's like, yeah, let's play a round of Exploding Kittens or Wizard or something else. What happened here? No one wants to be third. No interest in third wheeling. But a third wheel could be the first step to a fourth wheel. A third wheel adds stability. Deep dee 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 Hi Gyroskaya, welcome in. Huge raid. Thank you. Nice to see you. How are you? How have you been? How is life? How were the holidays? Were you visiting by any chance for the holidays, or no interest in doing that, or no chance of doing that? Anyway, hope you had a nice stream. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome everyone. And mostly German though. That's okay. Schönen guten Abend. Hallo. Hallo Enbaldur. Ja, ich spreche meistens Englisch, aber wenn irgendwer gar kein Englisch versteht, dann kann ich auch gerne kurz auf Deutsch erklären, was ich gerade tue. Aber äh, im Grunde kann man es auch alles nachlesen, aber auch wieder auf Englisch. Ich mache gerade den AdventOfCode Calendar. Definitely nicht in der Geschwindigkeit, wie er rausgekommen ist, sondern immer mal so, mal so. Ja, Hikari, Elvisch. Bin gerade bei Tag 11 und habe inzwischen ungefähr 3 verschiedene Methoden versehentlich implementiert, die Part 1 lösen, aber noch keine erfolgreiche Methode für Part 2. Ich kann es kurz erklären. Im Grunde sind die Regeln des Puzzles, man hat eine Input-Sequence, sowas in der Richtung hier, 1, 1024, 1, 0, 9 und so weiter. Und mit jedem Blink verändern sich diese Zahlen, und zwar nach bestimmten Regeln. Eine 0 wird zu einer 1. Wenn die Zahl eine gerade Anzahl von Ziffern hat, dann wird sie in 2 Ziffern einfach getrennt in der Mitte. In 2 Zahlen getrennt in der Mitte. Und wenn es weder eine 0 ist, noch eine gerade Anzahl an Ziffern hat, dann wird die Zahl mal 2024 genommen und ansonsten ändert sich erstmal nichts. Und wir wollen wissen, wie viele Steine am Ende entstehen. In der ersten Frage, wenn wir das 25 Mal machen, 25 Mal blinken. Hier ist so ein Beispiel, wie es sich entwickelt, wenn man 6 Mal blinkt mit diesem Input hier. 25 Mal das Ganze machen, kann man einfach die Regeln anwenden und gucken, was dabei für eine Liste rauskommt, und das funktioniert. Wenn man das aber 75 Mal macht, dann ist das Ganze ein bisschen doof, weil das wächst, ich würde schätzen, in irgendeiner Art und Weise exponentiell, was dann nicht so gut ist, weil, sprengt den Rahmen, es dauert endlos und, ja, funktioniert halt einfach nicht, wenn man das statt 25 mal 75 mal macht. Deswegen muss man sich was Besseres einfallen lassen, und ich habe gerade, glaube ich, was erfolgreich implementiert, das es schon ein bisschen effizienter macht. Man hat schon gemerkt bei der Execution Time von 25 Blinks. Die Frage ist, ob es schon effizient genug ist. Das ist ein bisschen unklar, weil ich es noch nicht getestet habe. An dem Punkt war ich gerade. Ansonsten, ja, also was ich aktuell mache, ist, wenn in einer Runde, so wenn wir uns diese Liste hier angucken, dann kommen hier bestimmte Sachen mehrfach vor. Hier ist eine 40 und hier ist noch eine 40, hier ist eine 48 und noch eine 48. Und wenn ich das in einer Runde sehe, dass Sachen mehrfach vorkommen, dann starte ich nicht für jede dieser Zahlen eine neue Sequenz und einen neuen Baum, der halt sich aufspannt, sondern gruppiere die zusammen und sage, wie oft die gezählt werden sollen. Ich mache das aber nur für jede Runde und ich mache es nicht rundenübergreifend. Theoretisch könnte ich auch sagen, okay, ich habe hier die 2024 schon mal in der Runde gesehen. Das heißt, im Grunde weiß ich ja, wie sich die jetzt weiterentwickeln wird, und werde das auch für die Zukunft wissen, weil sich das hier eben auch weiterentwickelt. Das heißt, theoretisch könnte ich auch rückblickend schauen, aber da hatte ich bisher keinen Bock, das zu implementieren. Also kein Bock heißt, ich hoffe, dass es mit meiner aktuellen Variante schon effizient genug ist, because I'm lazy. So, yes. So unusual to hear you speak German. Yeah, I was actually have been considering for a while. We will all go bald. Maybe we already are. What then? So yeah, that's the whole story. Okay, but you were considering doing the Advent of Code. Sorry to hear that you're sick and tired. Tired, relatable, same, which is why I'm only at day 11 and also busy despite being tired and so many things. Thanks for the hydrate. I will hydrate with rum and coke. Cheers. You will overpay for the fish. Perfect. So yeah, I hope you will not be sick anymore soon, and hopefully less tired as well. Advent of Code is fun as usual, but day 11 is the first day that I am actually struggling again with. So, I mean, part 1 again was doable, but it's like the classic thing that AdventOfCode often has done before. As I've heard, I've only done it last year. But I've seen it there as well, where, ooh, part 1, yeah, let's just implement what they're telling us to implement. And then, ooh, part 2, well, this doesn't work anymore if we just naively implement what they told us it would do. We have to be smarter than that. So, yeah, here we are. But also everyone follow Gyroskaya. Gyroskaya is doing much more awesome and complex coding than the janky stuff I'm doing here. Also, yeah, for everyone who's come in right now, I don't know what I'm doing at all. Like, I have to look up what Python dictionaries can do, because technically I kinda know, but then I struggle with just... I haven't written too much code in my life. I have a computer science degree, which means I have looked at a lot of theory, how things are done, and at that part I'm great. I can come up with cool algorithms in theory. But then when it comes to implementing, I'm like, what can a dictionary do again? Does it make sense that I've implemented this as a list instead of as a dictionary? Nope. Might have to just redo that and implement it as a dictionary instead, because then I can actually look at what I want to look at without going through the whole list. Stuff like that. So be prepared for janky and unskilled approaches, but I mean, at least I'm persistent, so often I end up at solutions that work. And I wonder if maybe we already reached one. So let's see. I'm just gonna increment slowly. Let's see if I can do 35 blinks. I can. It's pretty quick still. I don't think that worked before. I think at 35 it was already like, nope, I'm not happy. 45. Ooh, still a result. And quickly, fairly. I mean, it kinda had like a little, I'm thinking here, but 55. Come on, come on. We need to reach 75. Ooh, we still get results. And we don't know if they're correct, but we get results. 65. It loaded again. You could see, okay, it's not instantly there, but. Come on, 75. Yes, we got a result, and it's huge. What number is that? So here we are at the millions, here we are at the billions. What is the US name after that? Trillions? So 248 trillion? Nice. Let's see if that's correct. I really hope so. I mean, I'm already happy that it just worked, which is like, yay. Is it 248 trillion stones? Tell me it's 248. Yes! The jank prevails! You don't need to know what a dictionary does to use a dictionary to solve the thing. Thank you, Pille-Palle. I'm happy. This has kept me busy for a while. Like, I started day 11 last stream already. I don't think I spent too much time on part 2. But my brain was just fried, so I really couldn't do what I was thinking of doing anymore. Even think through what I thought I wanted to do. But at least I took a note of this approach pretty much. I said, right, like, this is the note I took at the end of the last stream. Remove duplicates on each turn, save the factor weight that needs to be applied at the end, and that's pretty much what I've done on this implementation now. And it worked. It was good enough, and I love it. Cool. Cool. Now we can do day 12. So yeah, I think I might have spent like 2.5 hours overall on this. It doesn't sound too much, but it's also kept my brain busy a bit in between streams, so there might have been more brain work going in than just that. Yeah, that's that. How cute is that cheerleading cat? It is! True. That is super cute. Now I need to find out... Ooh, it's a person who's live right now even. In Zania. Are they nice, or do they just have nice emotes? Okay. They have 49,000 followers. So at least 49,000 people think that they are nice. Might give a follow later. Gotta check what they're playing. Inside, I think Inside was interesting. I think that's something I wanted to play as well. Let me double check. At least I was considering playing it as well. Maybe. Single player, is that the Inside that I was thinking about, or is that just a random Google result? Yes. Okay, the main Inside that they throw at you is a single player horror story game, shrouded in mystery, with 35 reviews. I was thinking of a different Inside, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know. The emotes are gold. Inside is every game. Outside is what? Yeah, but it's like the side, you know, seeing and stuff. Okay, let's look at day 12. Let's put all this aside, and see what day 12 has to offer. Oof, I've heard from people that Inside, which is a puzzle game. Exactly, that's also what I was searching for. I was searching for Inside, but when I search for Inside written like that, I first find a €2.25 horror story game, which is not what I thought I was looking for. But then the second result is an arcade survival horror game where you can look through the eyes of the monster. I don't know. Yeah, apparently I was thinking of that puzzle game that I don't find. You've been extremely offline. You need to go inside and touch keyboard. Yes. Yes, please. You could have told me that a while ago while I was... I mean, I wasn't really touching grass, but I was definitely not streaming. Okay, let's see. Day 12, garden groups. Why not search for the chief historian near the gardener from 2000, last year, day 5. I think I remember that, kinda. Let me see, what was the thing? Ah, seed to soil map. Yes, I remember that. Yes, yes, yes. All the mapping. I think that was actually a day I struggled a bit on day 2, but it should be solved. Both parts are complete. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Why not search for the chief historian near the gardener and his massive farm? There's plenty of food, so the historians grab something to eat while they search. You're about to settle near a complex arrangement of garden plots when some elves ask if you can lend a hand. They'd like to set up fences around each region of garden plots, but they can't figure out how much fence they need to order or how much it will cost. They hand you a map, your puzzle input, of the garden plots. Each garden plot grows only a single type of plant and is indicated by a single letter on your map. When multiple garden plots are growing the same type of plant and are touching, horizontally or vertically, they form a region. For example, we have one region A, we have one region B, we have one region C, we have one region D and one region E. This 4x4 arrangement includes garden plots growing 5 different types of plants, labeled A, B, C, D, and E, each grouped into their own region. In order to accurately calculate the cost of the fence around a single region, you need to know that region's area and perimeter. The area of a region is simply the number of garden plots the region contains. The above maps type A, B, and C plants are each in a region of area 4. The type E plants are in a region of area 3, and the type D plants are in a region of area 1. Each garden plot is a square, and so has 4 sides. The perimeter of a region is the number of sides of garden plots in the region that do not touch another garden plot in the same region. Huh? For sides, perimeter of a region is the number of sides of garden plots in the region that do not touch another garden plot in the same region. The type A and C plants are each in a region with perimeter 10. A and C have perimeter 10. Ah, I see. Okay, I see what they mean. So for, like, on this side, there's 4 things that are not in the same region. On this side, there are 4 things, or not things, that are not items in the region. Here is 1 thing that is not in the region. Here is 1 thing that is not in the region, right? Right. So C is in a region with perimeter 10. C is in a region with perimeter 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am confused, maybe. Maybe I didn't understand. I mean, yeah, D has region 4. I'm going to read further and maybe I will understand. Type B and E are each in a region with perimeter 8. E and E have 8. Okay. I mean, I can see it for... The lone D plot forms its own region with 4. I can also see that. I'm confused about C. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that's the thing, right? Because this has to be counted. I counted this only once and this only once. And if I count these twice, then... Okay, so that's the issue. Yeah. Okay, I counted this only once because I thought, okay, this is just one spot here. But it's not about the spot. It's about the ways we can access that spot. And we have 2 ways of accessing that spot from inside the perimeter. And same for this one, and then we get from 8 to 10. That kind of makes sense, I guess. Okay. Understood. Plants of the same type can appear in multiple separate regions, and regions can appear within other regions. For example... So the above map contains 5 regions, 1 containing all of the 0 garden plots, and the other 4 each containing a single X plot. The 4 X regions each have an area 1 and perimeter 4. The region containing 21 type 0 plants is more complicated. In addition to its outer edge, contributing a perimeter of 20, the boundary with each X region contributes an additional 4 to its perimeter for a total perimeter of 36. Yeah, sure. Because, again, there's 4 ways of entering this non-field, pretty much. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Due to modern business practices, the price of fence required for a region is found by multiplying that region's area by its perimeter. Yeah, modern business practices. The total price of fencing all regions on a map is found by adding together the price of fence for every region on the map. In the first example, region A has a price 4 times 10, B has 4 times 8, C, etc, etc. Total price 140. In the second example, the region with all of the 0 plants has price 21 times 36. Each of the 4 smaller X regions has price 1 times 4. Total 772. Larger example. Hey, hey, hey. Mima. Wohlkariertes Papier und ein Faserstift. Ah, there it is. How could you redeem Carolina Reaper time again? I thought it was only available once. I see why I didn't find it. It's not available in my region. It's, I read about this recently. Steam kinda removed quite a few games that didn't have like an age rating because German law requires games to have an age rating to be publicly displayed, I guess, and sold. So yeah, that's why I couldn't find Inside. Now everything makes sense. Gotta love German laws. And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Yeah. Okay, more Carolina Reaper time. I don't know why you could redeem that again, but I will accept. That's a beautiful gigantified emote. Thank you for the 30 bits, by the way. Damn it. Okay. So we have 2 halves, another 2 halves, another 2 halves, and a half and 2 broken bits, I guess. So all halves. Hallo Mond. Na? Hello, hello. One of the new cats was just on the desk here, but didn't want to stand in front of the camera apparently. Cheers.
If you have trouble with simple counting, use the following mnemonic device. 1 comes before 2, comes before 60, comes after 12, comes before 6 trillion, comes after 504. This will make your earlier counting difficulties seem like no big deal.
That's helpful. Thank you. That will help me with this puzzle, I think. Yeah, the hydrate was a good idea. That made it worse, thank you. Especially with an alcoholic beverage. Ugh. Eieieiei. Ah. Okay, schlaf gut, Enbaldur. Schöne Träume und maybe bis bald. Entweder bei Gyroskaya oder irgendwo anders. Twitch ist ein Dorf und so. Made it better. Yes, yes, exactly. I'm gonna use one of these inputs first. Just see if I can get that to work. So let's go. Okay. I can't even type anymore because my mouth burns. Might want to actually use day 12 and day 12 input, and also I think I need to split lines. And again, why did I press up there? I'm confused. Oof. Congrats on being third, Zach. Nice to see you. Ay. Ta-da! Actually, this might not be the worst, now that I think about it. Because we can pretty much access everything in here by just like going... Right? Does that work? Yeah, that's pretty much what I want, I think. So maybe we can just work with this data structure like that. Merry late Christmas, by the way, and thanks for the happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you, Zach. Merry late Christmas to you as well, and congrats on being third. All right. Okay.
Space. Wanna go to space?
Fan control, what are you doing here? Always want to go to space. But first we need to code. Unless the for block is filled an additional area. Circumference is always +2, by the way. First we need to change the soundtrack. What are we gonna listen to next? Ideally some game soundtrack. Ori. Never played. Soundtrack is probably fun, right? Why is it always playing ads, but only when I'm streaming? Normally my ad blocker works, but right now it does not. Ah, well. Okay. Not quite sure what you mean. About the additional +2, like... I should probably think about how to approach this first. I mean, I guess the first thing we could do is just see how many different labels we have, because we pretty much have to check things for each label individually, right? And then the other ones are just like, okay, they don't matter really. For example, we could start here and say, oh, it's an A. Let's see how far this A area reaches, and then just keep following paths and see how things work. I mean, maybe I understand what you mean. So basically you're saying if we have an A here, we have a circumference of 4, then we have 6, then we have 8, and then we have 10, something like that. I'm not even gonna move. Hi Aethers, nice seeing you. How are you? Hope things are going well. And yeah, then we have 10, but does that work for the C? Not really, right? Or does it? No, it kind of does, but it doesn't really work for the B's then, because we have 4, we have 6, but then, I mean, we add this, and then we would have... Anyway, we just end up with 8 and not with 10, although it's also 4 things in there. Ah, okay, I see. Unless a 4 block is filled, that's what you mean. Okay, okay, now I kinda understand. I wonder if that's... We still would have to check for that, right? So... I mean, we can also just like keep counting. So we start here and say, okay, let's see. How many areas does this have around it that are not the same thing? Ah, okay, 3. And then we go to the next item that we can reach from there that is an A and see, okay, how many non-A's do you have? Then it's like, ah, okay, you have 2. And then we go to the next. How many do you have? Ah, it's 2. And then we go to the next. And how many do you have? Ah, it's 3. And then that kind of works, right? So, how does the calculation at the end work? So in this example here, yeah, okay, so each region is individually, I guess. 6 blocks, etc. Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm just gonna go through the thing one by one pretty much, but I think I actually do want to save more than just... I think I once again want to check if I have visited the thing yet, or not. So... Codium sleep. There. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Yeah, sure. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is not necessary to have the visited thing, but I'm not sure. Maybe it is. Yeah, because I can't just sequentially go through it, I think, kinda. Okay, let's see. I think it's gonna be helpful to have that information. Probably. I mean, yeah, you can also just check each neighbor and assign an int to the letter. Something like that, maybe. But I don't really need to assign it to the letter. I mean, to the area I'm currently counting, but that also to the letter. Something like that. I'm gonna figure it out as I go. For now, I'm just gonna try to store some useful data to begin with, and then we'll see. So, do I even need to do this? Can I just work on the data thing? That should still work, right? For once, I will not create a new data structure storage thingy. Oh, okay. Ah. Okay, so it doesn't work. Fair enough. Yes. Ah, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, so now we have that. So now... once again. But this time we actually want to start counting. I can type. What am I trying to do right now? Actually trying to add that to the areas, right? Yes, that's fine. Probably first want to find the full area and the information before I try to add anything to the areas. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're gonna think about this, maybe. I might want to write a function again. That's circumference. You want to know the type, I guess. I mean, we can kind of find it already. Maybe we just want to find... take the X and Y location that we start on. Maybe. Okay. Sure, starting at 0 or 1 will be better. I'm gonna figure it out as we go. Bye-bye, Pille-Palle. Sleep well. Bye-bye. Thanks for saying hi and hanging out for a bit. Okay, so... we start at this XY location. It might be nice to just like hand over the type. We have the information, so why would we want to find it again? So... what I could do now is just... that's probably gonna make things a bit less tedious. Okay, my E is actually my Y and my whatever, it doesn't matter. Hopefully it doesn't matter. I might get confused. It's gonna call it max x, then it's still correct, even if my x is actually my vertical axis in this scenario there. That kind of makes sense, I think. Might still have to check them separately though, because I want to have an if-else scenario, I think. Mm. Have to think again about return values and stuff. Because right now I'm not working with return values. I mean, I could also, again, just like I did before, make these global variables, which is kind of stupid, but works. And yeah, maybe that's okay. Okay. I think this is pretty much the cases we have to think about, right? Oops. Eh, leave me alone. All the cases. Gotta love if else. Hi Shrox. I solved day 11 part 2. It worked. This took you the longest. Ooh, 141 for both parts. Okay, I see. Yeah. Day 11 part 2 took me probably today took me like 1.5 hours, but also there was like some chatting and stuff included quite a bit. And then at the end of the last stream, I probably also looked at it already for an hour and thought about it for an hour. So that was also long, but yeah. I often take long because I just struggle with basics as usual. But I'm really happy that day 11 part 2 worked, and it worked pretty well. Like, it's not even slow. Look at this. Day 11 part 2. Bam. Result. And I didn't even do like the most efficient approach that I could imagine, but yeah, good enough. I'm happy that I didn't have to try and implement the more efficient one. Could add complexes then? Wait, what? Not endless bug fixing. That's good. I sometimes like the bug fixing, but sometimes it's also just frustrating when it's like, there's some struggle at basics, and then yeah. Nah, the inverse is not necessarily true. That's a logical fallacy right there. Where was I? Here, kinda. Max Y, indeed. If it's not max Y, then we do this, else we do this. No XOR, no XOR, I think. Probably not. Is this correct now? I think it might be. Yeah, potentially correct. So before we start this, we have to let's move this up here, because why not? And then here, this
The
is
most
where
poisonous fish in the world is the orange ruffy. Everything but its eyes are made of a deadly poison. The ruffy's eyes are composed of a less harmful deadly poison.
How are you though, Shrox? Nice to see you. Wait, let me give you a shout out. I know I forgot to shout out someone earlier. There. Did I shout out Mima already? Might have to shout out Mima. Okay. I think this might be somewhat reasonable, potentially. We'll see. Okay, this comes later. Okay, we're only doing the CF right now, but yeah, whatever. Maybe we start with 0 actually. Do I have to have the definition before that? I mean, I can do that. Probably. Yeah. Have to. Okay. So. Okay. That might be reasonable to some extent. We'll see. We'll see. Still need to work on the area here, but area's pretty simple technically. Every time we call this, it should just increase the area by 1, right? Because we're only calling it if we want to count. So technically that should be good. Let's see. Let me see again if this makes any sense. Because it might not. Because we're just like counting the total area and the total circumference. How is it pronounced? I have to look that up.
Circumference.
Circumference. Okay.
Circumference.
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 Okay. Circumference. Great, I learned something. Circumference, I mean, I guess that would make sense by how it's written. Why can't you ever tell with English words? Circumference. All I'll say is I now have even more respect that you managed to make platforming physics that aren't janked by yourself. Yay! Because you see how janky this stuff here is. Well, the thing is, it's like you say by yourself, but for me, usually when I'm coding by myself, I'm Googling a lot more than what I'm doing right now. Right now, I'm trying to do as much as I can without Googling, because, I don't know, then I don't have to think about how to present what I'm Googling to you who are watching. So I think what I do on stream is by nature more janky than what I do when I code on my own, because I'm technically not doing it all by myself, but I'm looking up much more stuff to see how it might be ideally done. And I don't do that much on stream, so very rarely actually. And also with platform physics, I think I just had that's something that has been brewing in my brain for quite some while. It wasn't just like that I one day decided, oh, I want to make a platformer game and like also implement the physics myself. But I had watched videos on platformer physics and things that might make sense there, and things that might make it more fun to play. And I had it had been going around my brain for quite some time, and that's also where I come up with much better ideas. For example, also with day 11 part 2. Today, when I went into this, last time when I was getting to day 11 part 2, I was so happy that I just managed to get to this line here, which turned out to work at the end. Also, this idea, implementing just that, worked. But ouch. Thank you, CC. Ahoy. Ahoy! But it was so much. Also, hi Fears. Thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary to both of you. So yeah, just to get to that line was so much struggle. And today I took a shower, and after the shower I thought, how could I implement the even more, just the plus, the plus sign, not written plus. I was thinking about how I could implement not just this that I've written here, but the more complex idea that I had of keeping track of things over the course of different rounds or different blinks. And I even had a good idea for that. Just like standing in front of the mirror after the shower, brushing my hair and thinking how I could do this. I think just staring at the code and being like, I have to come up with something because there's people watching and stuff, that's not helping actually coming up with good solutions. Why? Ownership is theft. How are you, Fierce? How are you, CC? Nice to see you. Welcome in. Sorry, I was kinda in a monologue there. But I had to finish the thought, otherwise I would have never done that. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. Thanks for saying hi and being here for the anniversary that I didn't really remember I had before I looked into the dashboard today. So here we are. But yeah, appreciate you being here. Thanks for saying ahoy. Thanks for hitting me with a Kevin. And thanks for watching me struggle now. And I missed something else. I'm very hardworking. I always use ChatGPT. Oh yeah, I mean, I also do that. But not like, oh, ChatGPT, tell me how it's done. It's often I implement something first, and then I also sometimes am like, do you spot something here that could be done better? And yeah, that's basically also how I approach everything that ChatGPT ever throws at me. I'm never like, ooh, that looks nice, copy paste, ooh, it works. It's more like, okay, that looks like it makes sense. Let me try that in an isolated scenario and then see how I can actually make it work in the bigger context. And there was one thing where I tried when I implemented the platformer game, and I was like, actually, yeah, asking ChatGPT how could I implement the screen scroll, And ChatGPT came up with such stupid, janky ways of implementing the screen scroll, and I tried to do it, and it's like, nah, this just doesn't work at all. But by going through those janky ideas of ChatGPT, I was like, wait, but I'm working with this canvas, and I could just adjust the X and Y value there to move the canvas. And yeah, so sometimes the janky approach of ChatGPT helps me to think things through properly and be like, nah, I'm pretty sure there's a simpler solution. And it's kind of nice to have some, imaginary person to talk to about your code, to like play a bit of ping pong, because that's also, I feel like, how code usually gets better, not just by you sitting there and being like, this might work, and janking your way through it, and then being like, it works some way, but being like, okay, it works, but is it really ideal? Does someone else have a better idea? And sometimes then ChatGPT comes up with something that's like, oh yeah, that's actually a much smarter way of doing that. Let me try to do it that way. And sometimes it's like ChatGPT comes up with the janky ways and I'm like, nah, there must be a better way of doing that. And then I find that. So yeah, I think it's really helpful in coding in general to have these assistants. I also use like the Codium autocomplete and stuff, but that's not too helpful when trying to come up with, like new functionalities and stuff. So yeah, that's the extent as to how I did things on my own. Definitely having this ping pong with ChatGPT on certain issues, and also the usual Stack Overflow, and just like the documentation, stuff like that. Just like what you usually do when coding, I guess. So day 12. Here we are. And yeah, then there are some things that I'm doing right now where I know it's stupid to do that, but I'm just like, I don't want to look up how to do it differently, like using these global variables. Yeah, I know that's a completely stupid way of doing it instead of working with return values and doing it like that. But I'm like, I mean, this is janky, but it works for the scope of this. So why shouldn't I just do it like that? Don't want to waste time looking things up. So, when I ask ChatGPT to play ping pong with me, it always refuses. No. I used a game scenario that I created myself, but I used ChatGPT to create some of the handouts, newspaper articles, etc. Game scenario? Or wait, doing great. I just DM'd an online Call of Cthulhu game session and it went okay. You DM'd an online Call of Cthulhu game session? Wait, what? You mean handouts for like to give the players, like as some physical stuff to play with. Dungeon mastered. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's cool. I think it's a really helpful tool if you use it right. It's basically like back in the day when Wikipedia was new. Yeah, I was around when Wikipedia was new. I mean, maybe not quite, but I was around when it became a thing that people used and talked about. And then, teachers were like, nah, Wikipedia is not a credible source. You can't use that. But it's not like you can't use that. It's like you have to learn how to use it right. It's not as itself a credible source that you can like quote and say, hey, I read it on Wikipedia, so it's true. But it's like a great first source of information. And then if you want to like quote that information somewhere, you have to, of course, look up, okay, where did this information originally come from? Is there like a scientific paper that might be even quoted on Wikipedia? And then same thing pretty much with ChatGPT or other AI assistants. It's like, I'm gonna ask it, but I'm not gonna be like, well, it's true because ChatGPT said it. It's like, I always gotta be doubtful. Is ChatGPT just making stuff up right now, or is this facts? And I think the more general and public knowledge a question is, the more reliable it is. But still, you gotta be careful and just like double check when things are really important to be right. And yeah. Yep. It's yeah, it can be a useful tool if you use it right. And I think it's actually quite useful, helping me with lots of stuff, from basic everyday tasks of like dealing with German bureaucracy and yeah, writing a letter to them about stuff. Then it's like great to get a first draft from ChatGPT, because then I don't have to like think too much about the general structure of stuff. Just have to work on the details later, because with stuff like that, when it's also needs to be more personalized, then ChatGPT often gets stuff wrong. But still, it's for me very helpful, because I also find it tedious to do basic structure things. If I know how something is done, I don't want to do it, and that's where ChatGPT is super helpful. Because I know I could do it, but I know it would take me some time. I don't want to do it. Then I let ChatGPT do it, and I can pretty much on the first glance see, is this how it's supposed to be? Because it's not that I'm letting it do something I couldn't do. I'm letting it do something I don't want to do because I'm lazy. So yeah, I think that's really great there. Anyway, we haven't tried this yet, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but I think there's a chance. So, not quite. Yeah, I was double checking right now, or wanting to double check what the general approach here is. So yeah, we need to count the different regions actually, which is different from what I'm doing right now. Because we are just calculating the full area, even if they're disconnected, and the full circumference, even if they are disconnected. So that doesn't make much sense. We need to have that counted differently. So we have the areas here. Did I ever use the areas? That's my here. Okay. That might make more sense. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna run it and see what goes wrong. I'm pretty sure something is gonna go wrong. Bam! There we go. List indices. Okay. Wasn't it correct, actually? I mean, it's kind of redundant, actually, now that I think about it. Yep. Yeah. Now things happened, but maximum recursion def exceeded, and... Ah, of course. I see what the issue is right now. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Stop switching my keyboard layout. So now I will not go endlessly back and forth because, yeah. Well, I guess I still am. That's not ideal. That's annoying. Because I don't quite understand why that's the case right now. God damn it. I just... well, whatever. There, it runs. It doesn't break. Isn't that great? Cool. Cool. I found things. This doesn't look quite ideal, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Maybe. Ow! What's with the uppercuts? That's rude. I think I need to put this like this and then it might work. Yeah, that looks better. That's pretty much what I wanted. The one big area with 2136. I think that's correct anyway. Let's see. 2136. Nice. And the 4 small areas. Yay! Things make sense. God, I hate that I did the double equals. All I needed was an uppercut. There we go. Okay. So now we just need to do the final calculations. That shouldn't be too bad, right? Wait a second. Nah, that's not... Or is it? Technically it is, I guess. Yeah, should be fine. Hopefully. Do. 772. Nice, that's what we want. Let's check for the A, B, C, etc. example. $140. $140. Nice. Bigger example. $1,930. 1,930. Looks good. Ooh, wait. Is this art? I don't know. Maybe it's just a map. But it looks nice. Okay. Input. Let's go. There we go. We got a result. Bam. I guess here we can see it. It's just a camouflage pattern, I think. But at least it's a camouflage pattern. Okay. Please be correct. If this is incorrect now, I would have been very sad. Part 2. Fortunately, the elves... What time is it, by the way? Okay. Fortunately, the elves are trying to order so much fence that they qualify for a bulk discount. Under the bulk discount, instead of using the perimeter to calculate the price, you need to use the number of sides each region has. Each straight section of fence counts as a side, regardless of how long it is. Consider this example. This has 4 sides. The region containing type A plants has 4 sides, as does each of the regions containing plants of type B, D, and E. However, the more complex region containing the plants of type C has 8 sides. Using the new method of calculating the per region price by multiplying the region's area by its number of sides, regions A through E have prices 16, 16, 32, 4, and 12 respectively, for a total price of 80. The second example above, full of type X and 0 plants, would have a total price of 436. Here's a map that includes an E-shaped region full of E-type plants. The E-shaped region has an area of 17 and 12 sides for a price of 204, including the 2 regions full of type X plants. This map has a total price of 236. 12 sides. One side on this here. Then let's count the vertical sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, seems reasonable. Horizontal. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Makes sense. Okay. So... All right, that's gonna be the annoying part. Determining how many sides a region has. How can we do that? I mean, before we just checked, oh, is there something above you? And then, no, that's one fence tile, one circumference added, circumference. And the thing is, we also can't just select the, like say, oh, we've seen the piece already, because this is still 2 sides, like from the bottom and from the top. And from the side. It's 3 sides actually connected to this. But... I mean, and yeah, and then this is not another side, so... But we could, for the neighboring pieces, say, has something already connected a fence to you from the top, from the left, from the bottom, from the right. And for each that is true, we would then on the next piece say, oh, okay, so below you is a piece that you haven't seen yet, but it's one of your neighbors. Like this would connect from the top, but has one of your neighbors already been connected to from the top? Because if that's the case, then this would not be a new fence tile, right? Because it's just one continuous fence then. So basically, if we create a helper structure here that has like 4 different things, like top, left, right, bottom, and say true, false for each, and keep track of that, and then check the neighboring piece of a potential fence position, that could tell us if it's a continuous side, I think. Maybe. I think that makes sense anyway. Okay. Let's try to make it happen. I don't know if I'm going to finish this right now. Because I want to... Yeah, probably not, but we can at least start. I want to meet up online with a friend and play online games together still. In like 50 minutes or so. So I don't think I am able to do this within significantly less than 50 minutes because I also need some time in between to feed the cats and stuff. So, but I think I have a like pretty good idea of how to approach this. And I think it could work. We'll see. Also, we don't need to copy anything here, thankfully. Okay. So now, every time we do this, maybe I can do it even, I hope. Maybe I'm just super efficient now. That would be awesome. I don't think I have to make a new helper structure for each piece, right? Or... No, I think I have to do it... Or... do I? Oh yeah, I don't, because that's the thing. I can't calculate the circumference yet like this at all. So the helper structure kind of has to persist. Huh. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay. Although... I'm confused. Technically, it might be fine. Actually, I could just make this a copy of the data. So I might actually need the copy now that I just removed. I mean, I don't need everything that's in there, but why not? Quicker. I think it's still gonna be efficient enough. But we need to add some stuff. Thanks, but snooze. Yes, something like that. Just gotta keep in mind what the order is, but can decide that. Top, left, right, bottom, something like that, maybe. Okay. Maybe we also need to have the helper structure already defined out here. Because, yeah, we need to modify it in the function again, so... Okay. Okay, well that's a problem. Not a huge problem, but we need in this helper structure an additional layer pretty much. Because we want to keep track of the fence outside of the boundaries as well. That's annoying. As I said, not a huge problem, but it's kind of like... Well, we can't just use the same data structure that we did before. We can't just do the copy, I think. Well, okay. Then differently, I guess. Instead of doing this right here, I mean, we might still do that. Although we don't really need the visited thing at all, I think. don't think we need to do this technically because we're going to do it later anyway. This false in there. But yeah, we actually don't need to do it like this in any case. This is better. Okay. I mean, let's see if it works at all. Right now, if I already screwed something up. I mean, it still works. I feel like it was slower than before, was it? But, who cares? It's still fast enough for now. Okay, so now we have this helper structure. Now we just need to navigate it correctly. So basically, when I'm on row 1 in the data structure, or when I'm in row 0 of the data structure, and yeah, I think I can figure it out, probably. Let's see. And since we can go out of bounds, it might be fine. Okay. Yeah. I think that makes sense. Kitty cat! Yes, Mr. Cat is weighing my arm down. Making it harder to code. He's like, you should end the stream now. You still have plans. And you also need to feed us. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. This is so... I will have to take a piece of paper for a second. Hi, Grim. Merry Easter. No. Happy housewarming. No. Congratulations on becoming a great grandfather. Oh, no. Okay, I'll get it come to me eventually. Nice to see you, Grim. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I'm just coding on paper right now. Because that's how you do it. How are you, Grim? I hope you're well. Okay. Hmm. He already made a mistake, which is good to realize. Okay, I think I can kind of memorize the structure of the whole field now. So we might be able to work this out. But this part here is wrong because this needs to be 0, 0 as well, I think. Not 0, 0, but 0, y maybe? Like, let's say we're on spot 0, 0, because then we would have to also map to spot 0, 0 on the helper structure, right? So... Oh yeah. So it would be y plus 2 here. Because we already have everything shifted by 1 on the outer field, right? I think so. That seems plausible, kinda. So in the more general case, that's what we do now, I guess. Yes. Okay. The one above is still x minus 1. That's the same. Like when we go up an x, it's like everything is minus 1 already anyway on the helper structure. And the y is, well, again, yeah, y and y plus, so that's fine. X minus 1. Okay. Mr. Cat, I can't work like this. Also, you're gonna fall. You see, the table's ending here. So you almost stepped on a pit. No, don't lie down. Ah. The usual. Eldest 34th birthday was Saturday. Happy late birthday to the eldest. Guaranteed to make the old man feel old. Oh yeah. That's it's gotta do that. Doing good. Played an online session of Call of Cthulhu earlier tonight. I was the DM, and now I'm drinking tea, eating olives, and watching Rake fry his brains. Yeah, not much longer though. Cat, lump of cat. Here we go. Now. This part might just stay how it is, potentially. Okay. But we shouldn't just do this, CF plus 1, but we should also... Great, now I have a lump of cat here. Lumping on my arm. I'm just gonna slouch so that he has a bit more support, and hopefully this is gonna work now. We also need to set something on the helper structure now, but the one right above then. So... Yeah, that seems plausible. Okay. Wait. This is not x minus 1, this is just x, right? Think. Yeah, because before it was x is 0, then we go to 0. If x is whatever, we still go to x. That is already minus 1. Okay, that's better, yes. Yeah. Wrapping my head around this is just... Ugh. Okay, but I think we have all the cases now, technically. I mean, for one of all the other cases, but that's just like copy-paste now, I think. There we go, something is wrong. List index out of range. Great, love it. Because I'm... Okay, yeah, I have to do this in a separate check. There. Don't know if I have to do it for this one like that as well. Probably not. Yeah, but for the first one it's important. Okay. Doing good, Playton. Okay, wait, I saw a lot of family before Christmas. Mom for her 90th birthday. Oh, yeah, I think you'd already talked about that. That's, you also mentioned cats in that context, I think. That is a respectable age. Indeed it is. Wasn't the oldest person in the room either. That'd be my brother-in-law's mom, who's 94. I'll match that in 2077. I'll be a cyberpunk by then. Wahahaha. Okay. I hope that any of this makes any sense, but we'll figure it out later. Let's see if it's still out of range. No, it's not. Is it still the correct result, though? It looks different. But that might be okay. But is it higher than before? It's 2 million something. And before it was 1 million. So, that's a bit odd. Might have to... do stuff like this. Nah, that doesn't change anything. That's all I changed, isn't it? Oh. Yep, that's all I changed, but for some reason it's making me now find more results than before. I mean, I've not implemented all I need to implement, but even now it should, if anything, I mean, I'm checking more things, right? So why would it count more? I'll try ability. Ah, now it's fewer. Okay, this end scenario in this else if was not working as it should. Okay, at least I was kind of able to... Don't exactly know why it went wrong, but I could at least kind of guess where things might be wonky, and they were. Now I have fewer results, which is kind of what you would expect when you already only count the full fence on one side. Hopefully that's what I'm successfully doing. I don't know. I really should continue doing this right now, because if I try to do this next time, I'm gonna be like gonna have an even harder time finding my way around this code here. Okay, if we're going to max x, then let's see. Okay, let's see how we actually want to do this. Max x would be here. I mean, we're still... Yeah, we're trying to like count the one on the right of it, right? If the yeah. If we had max x, then, but that's then max x plus 2 in the helper structure. I think that should be correct. Hopefully. Ay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Maybe? Probably. Yo. Thanks for the stretch. Okay. Whoops. mean that it must be x plus 2, right? I think that makes sense. If I want to check to the right of the x, and the starting x is already -1 technically. So, yeah, then to the right of it would be +2. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. Fair enough. I think that's probably, hopefully correct. Thanks for the hug. I appreciate it. Let's see if this still works, kinda. Hi, Beobachter-Effekt. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Ah, good night, Herbsty. Sleep well. Gute Nacht. Schlaf schön. Thanks for coming in. Have some nice dreams. Bye-bye. The Y is also just trying to not completely lose track of things. Just sticking to the y plus 1 should be fine, I think. Probably. Maybe. Well, we get fewer results, so that's something, and it's still working, so maybe? Ugh. Now we just have to do the same for the Y. That can't be that hard, right? It's basically exactly the same, just different. Just do the same thing you did for the X for the Y, probably. Kinda. I'll just assume that that's correct and not think about it. So we would here then have X, and here 0. I mean, obviously, because we said y 0, right? And here we would have x plus 2. Here we would have 0. Maybe. Eventually. I'm just gonna copy paste and hope for the best. I'm not gonna put any thought in this right now. Just gotta believe. Just invert it. Okay, and okay. I mean, if it doesn't work after this, then I'm just gonna give up for today and try to find like something where I can keep track of where things are a bit better next time. Okay, so yeah, this kinda... Wait. No, here first the... Okay. One more. One more. Cool, I can leave this the same. Zero! Well, that's not what I expected. Hmm. Hmm. I don't understand. Because, I mean... shouldn't everything be false at the start and then... I mean, yeah, makes sense. We still get the areas, but we don't get circumferences. It's so weird though, because, I mean... right at the start, this should be true, right? So why would it end up on 0? I don't understand that. But I guess we'll have to figure that part out next time, because it's almost 2 AM now. So I will have to look for someone to raid now, I think. Because if I don't do it now, I won't have enough time to say hi and actually feed the cats before I want to do other stuff. So, hi, Mr. Cat. Thanks for being here and reminding everyone that you need to be fed, especially me. Okay, it goes away. Rude. I see what the issue is. Yeah. I forgot that my helper structure has one more dimension. Like, it's like I'm just checking if this is false. I'm not checking the specific direction that I'm coming from. So that part was missing. Kick to the curb, lost at sea. I run out of these soon. Yeah. Lost at sea is good. Also the Sea of Stars.
Space, comet, stars, galaxies, Ryan.
Yes. Thank you for hanging out, everyone, though. Let me see who we shall raid today. Sorry for abandoning you. It was a fun stream. I'm glad that I figured out what the issue is. I should take a note of that, otherwise I'm gonna wonder next time. Also, I don't need the copy after all. Haha. Your. There. I think that's gonna help. So, I can just hope that the rest is fine, but wouldn't bet on it, but we'll see. So, who are we raiding today? So many people streaming right now. Wow. Have not raided Spot in a while, and Spot is playing Clash Artifacts of Chaos. Looks like a third-person jumpy hitty game. But yeah, looks fun, and Spot is good company, so let's raid Spot. Oop. It's so good. Play it. Clash. Okay. Okay. I guess I will eventually. Might take me a bit though. Oh yeah, everyone. Guten Rutsch und so. Just as a hint, the puzzle description has multiple samples you can test your code against. Yeah. I know. I've done that on part 1. And that was helpful. Although it worked once I had done things correctly. It just worked on part 1. Part 2, I'm gonna try again. Let's like try all the examples that they have, and if they all work, gonna just hope that it also works for the actual input, but was fine for part 1. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Grim, Herbsty, CC, Nineberry, and everyone else who's here. Mima, thanks for hanging out. Hikari, of course. Zach, thanks for being here. Shrugs, thanks for coming in and watching me jank my way around it. Aethys, I don't think... Did I respond to your message? I hope I did. I responded to your Kevin. Yeah, thanks for the raids, of course. I think you got my headphones, but I don't think that counts. Yeah, I just watched the replay. You might have damaged my headphones slightly, but yeah, I'm fine. Okay, so thanks for the raids to Gyroskaya, to The Noke, aka Sophie. Thanks for the biddies to Olive. Thanks for just being here, everyone. This was fun. I think we made still good progress. I mean, we solved a total of 1 puzzle in 3, part 1, part 2. combined in almost 4 hours, so I guess it's not great progress technically, but for me it's fine. The struggle is real, but it worked. It worked. Let's go. Let's start the raid. Have fun hanging out at Spot's stream. Spot is also going for 4 hours already, so not sure how much longer it's gonna go, but we'll see. I will not be back in this year, but maybe early next year. I'm gonna try to stream 2 to 3 times per week and maybe do 1 coding stream and the other 2 streams games again. We'll see how it goes, how I feel. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Guten Rutsch. Slide well into the new year, as we say in Germany. And yeah, hope you have a good time. Hope you might still have some more relaxing days come up before the stress starts again in the new year. Enjoy it while it lasts, and hopefully see you again very soon. Bye bye, everyone. See ya.